Magnus has been selling Factum for 3 years now, but recently, he has been eager to expand his reach and connect with new customers. He hears about Factum's new project, which allows customers to find vendors who are selling on the street. After visiting Factum, he gets the full rundown of how the project works and decides to sign up. After receiving Magnus's information, the admin begins inputting all the information that Magnus wanted to show the buyers. This included his name, his phone number, a bio, a photo, and of course the required information like selling ID and selling spot. To finish off his account, the admin confirms that Magnus is comfortable with his information being visible to customers and that he can change his active status. The admin then shows how they can activate the selling spot for a vendor if they don't have a smartphone and call them directly, or if they struggle using the vendor profile. And lastly, shows Magnus how they can edit his information by searching his vendor ID and removing any information he might not want shown in the future. After leaving the Factum office, Magnus goes home to pick up his Factum products, and before heading out to start selling, he decides to log into the account that Factum staff set up for him. When landing at the homepage of the vendor profile, he has a chance to explore the different features. He can change his selling status from online to offline, and under the map, he can see what customers see when pressing on his selling spot. Lastly, he can check his profile and see all the information that he provided Factum with, and at any time can change it by contacting Factum. With everything working as it should, Magnus walks to his selling spot, close to where he lives, and indicates on the map that he is actively selling. When in the office, our user finds a magazine dropped off by their coworker and decides to check it out. The user recognizes Factum because he has seen a vendor selling outside of his local ICA. He gives it a short read and comes across a QR code to find vendors in his area. He scans the QR code and is brought to the customer user interface. The page displays vendor products and the map of Sweden showing vendor clusters. After deciding to press Find Factum Seller, the employee has the ability to allow tracking or not. He denies tracking because he is looking for his local vendor that he has seen close to where he lives. He utilizes the search bar and types in the area in which he lives. Now that the map is showing vendors in that area, he searches for his vendor. Once having found his vendor, he decides to learn more about him by swiping up on the profile. After reading briefly, he decides to end his day and buy a Factum magazine from his local vendor on his way home.